Good morning, world. This is my message to America. Last night I had a dream. It was more than a dream. It was a vision of all the races of America. Black, white, gay, lesbian, Tea Party, all the races. And it was a message, and in my dream, there were black presidents without birth certificates. There were did I mention the Tea Party? There was the race of the Tea Party. Oh yes, and the race of the Minutemen. All of the races were together, and they were all doing kung fu around the world, and they were throwing ninja stars of love. And every time one of those ninja stars would hit someone in the eyeball, love would pour out of their brains, and that love would spread everywhere. And so, in this moment, in my dream, I realized that there are so many things we can do to save America and to make it better. One of those things was to have a lesbian folk channel where, instead of country music, where there's so many acoustical lesbian folk singers, that we could just have a channel just for them. And then we could have a life partner channel, and we could have a tea party channel, and they could have all the tea bagging they want, just tea bags from heaven everywhere, and they'd be dancing, and tea bags would be and everywhere, and everyone would be getting, just have their fill of tea bagging, and they would all be happy. And the Minutemen, they would all have 1 minute, which I think has something to do with their sexual prowess. And everyone would be happy. And all of the people in the world would have to carry their birth certificates to go shopping, or maybe have them stapled to their heads. And then some lady with a bad hairdo, who isn't even an American citizen, would become king. And it would all be magic. And then we would have news networks that, if you read the bottom of it, says entertainment. But no one will listen to the entertainment. They'll see it as news because it's so confusing. But we'll have a nation united, all doing kung fu. And then one day, all the different races will rise up and interbreed. And we'll have a folk singing Minuteman teabagging race. And they won't even be citizens. But it won't matter, because the news makes sense. And all the people listen to it. And they listen to it blindly. Because if you listen to it and it doesn't make sense, and you're listening to it, then you're probably part of a whole new race. A race that has ears that connect through the middle of your head in a vacuum. But you listen and you believe everything you hear. And really, then everyone will be a liar, and you'll stand up in Congress and you'll say, liar, liar, and everyone will join you. And no one will know if you're lying or not, but it won't matter, because you can say, lie, you lie. And then everyone will be happy. And then Minutemen will surround everyone, and everywhere you go, you'll have your own team of Minutemen, and they will make sure that no one crosses your boundaries. And then gay and lesbian folk singers will be playing musical accompaniment. And then gay people will all be blaring show tunes. And then, you know what? And then while we're all together like this, in one great nation, a cheaper car will come from India, and it will save us all, and we'll be happy. And in the meantime, as I walk out to my recycle bin, and I save the world single-handedly by putting an aluminum can in recycle, I won't even ask for applause, because I'm doing my part. Because me, privately in my own home, I'm saving the world. And it all makes so much sense. I mean, I know you can see what I'm saying, because it's all logical, that we live in a country that's so stupid, they don't even know if their president is actually a legal citizen. Even though the government is kind of smart enough to know where someone was born, it doesn't matter, because the news is whatever you listen to. And it doesn't make any sense. And you know what? Militias are sprouting up everywhere. But they're God-fearing militias. And that's okay. And you can take one sentence out of the Bible and you can declare that homosexuality is evil and it destroys the sanctity of your marriage. But if your marriage is so sanctified, then what in the frick does it matter what other people are doing? They could be bungholing monkeys and it won't matter. But that doesn't matter because you know what? The news travels in one ear and out the other. Because you know what? This part in here must be empty. Because the complaints that people are having are so damn stupid. But they don't care. Because their lives are empty. Because the sanctity of their marriage is empty. Because they're living in a vacuum. Oh, it's a vacuum. You just put the little vacuum here, and then the air comes through here. And you can hear a little winding sound. And it's all magical. It's magical, I tell you. It's magic. And then, in the end, we'll all be arguing. And then, you know, a third world country will march in, and they will start playing harmonicas. And those harmonicas will be magic harmonicas, and they'll make us feel better.